One of my awesome subscribers, Carlos Rosa, suggested that I make a video showing how to purchase cryptocurrencies without any KYC involvement. And for those that don't know what KYC is, it's Know Your Customer. Most exchanges and platforms that offer cryptocurrency for sale require that you send in some type of ID for verification. This is often referred to as KYC or Know Your Customer. The main reason why these exchanges and platforms require this information is so that they can remain compliant with government regulations for AML, also known as anti-money laundering. These exchanges will also use this information for tax reporting purposes should the IRS come asking questions about you. In this video, I will be showing you a few different methods to purchase, trade, and store cryptocurrencies without any KYC and remain completely anonymous throughout the entire process. Now, this video is not intended to promote or encourage any type of illegal money laundering actions or other such nefarious activities. Now, with that said, let's go ahead and get started. There will be a few things that is needed to get started. Step 1, the first and most important step will be a VPN. Now, I highly recommend you use ExpressVPN as it offers several different ways to connect and is one of the fastest, most trusted VPN service with a no-log policy. ExpressVPN encrypts all the data that goes in and out of your computer over the internet so that your internet service provider or any hackers that might have access to your Wi-Fi connection will have no idea what you're doing, because all your internet traffic will be scrambled and encrypted. You can also change the location of which websites believe you are accessing their website from. Now, let's say you wanted to watch Netflix and you are in the United States. However, you wanted to watch Netflix shows that are available only to residents of the United Kingdom. You can simply turn your ExpressVPN on, set it to connect to a server in the United Kingdom, and you will have access to all of the content on Netflix that is available to UK residents. This feature here is important for one of the steps we will be going over a little later in this video. So be sure to sign up for ExpressVPN. You can find the link down below in the description. You can't make anonymous crypto purchases without this VPN. Now, you can also use NordVPN, and the link will be down in the description for NordVPN as well. Step 2. After you've purchased your ExpressVPN using the link here, or the link down below that you can click in the description, turn your ExpressVPN on and set it to the United States. We will be changing the country on our VPN in a later step in this tutorial, but for now, let's keep our ExpressVPN connected to the United States. Step 3. There is a link in the description of this video, this link shown here, for local cryptos. Be sure to use the link down below so you can take advantage of the transaction fee discounts that are available by using the link. Click the link and create an account with local cryptos. You can provide any information that you want. They will not ask you for any type of KYC. Now let's go over the website real quick before moving on to our second option for purchasing cryptos without a KYC being required. Now, you might be thinking that your options to buy other cryptos are limited because this site only offers Bitcoin, Ethereum, Litecoin, and Dash. Well, keep watching this tutorial because I will be showing you how to purchase almost any crypto you want from Binance.com a little later in this video. Just keep watching. So let's go over this site real quick. I'm not going to spend a whole lot of time on this site so that this video is not too long, and you can always check out local cryptos on your own to gather as much information as you need. So go to the link in the description down below, this link right here. Right here. Oh no, over there. This link right there. Alright, so this is the home page where you will end up on once you click the link down below or this link right here. But if you use the link down below, you can simply click it and get access to this page. And you'll get access to the discounts on trading, on transaction fees. So the most popular non-custodial crypto marketplace, where people buy and sell crypto on their own terms using any payment method. They got a quick video that you can watch right here. Well, it's not really that quick. Actually, it's pretty quick. It's 1 minute and 40 seconds. Alright, so your keys, your coins, your future. Hackers have stolen billions of dollars from centralized exchanges. Local cryptos offer a different approach. So there's that. Be sure to check out this website. They have Bitcoin, Ethereum, Litecoin, and Dash. Now, Ethereum fees are pretty high. Ethereum transactions are fast, but the fees are pretty high right now. Bitcoin is kind of slow. So if you're going to use if you're going to be sending your crypto to another exchange, check out Litecoin and Dash if those aren't the intended cryptocurrencies that you want to keep. So peer-to-peer trading has never been easier. And, that's that. Let's take a quick look at the cryptos available. Oh, we did that already. Now let's take a quick look at the marketplace. Let's change my location from Spain because I had my VPN set to Spain. And that will become apparent why I had it set to Spain a little later on in this video. Alright, so we change that to the United States, and you can see the options there. You can select the type of crypto right here, what you want to do. You can either select buy or sell to narrow down your options. You got Ethereum, Bitcoin, Dash, Ethereum, Litecoin, and any payment method. You could choose whichever one of these payment methods you would like to use to pay with. Bank transfer is kind of one that I like to use because you can just simply deposit the cash directly into someone's account and be done with the transaction. Or you can use Zelle. I think Zelle is an available payment option as well. You got PayPal. You got a few options here. I'm not sure if Zelle is listed. Either way, you got quite a few payment options to make your purchase with. And all of these payment options do not require KYC. Well, PayPal, they kind of know your information. So, but they don't necessarily have to. Well, actually, this one does. It says Bank of America / Zelle. Zelle, Bank of America. So Zelle is definitely a payment option. I guess there's a workaround, a way. I guess there's a way to work around that. It's not listed there for some reason. And yeah, check out their FAQ. And I'm not going to go through all of that right now because that will make this video incredibly long. Okay, so let's continue where we left off at. Step 4. In step 4, this is more of an alternative to local cryptos. It's where you can purchase Bitcoin in a peer-to-peer manner without needing to do any KYC. Now would be a great time for you to hit the like button, the subscribe button, and if you're feeling really cheeky, hit the bell icon for notifications. It's down there. I'll wait. Go ahead. Thank you. Now let's continue. So the only thing I don't particularly like about local Bitcoins is that they only deal in BTC, which is Bitcoin, and they do require a phone number to complete a transaction. However, you can use any phone number that you wish. You can even download an app that allows you to use I guess like a proxy telephone number from the App Store or the Google Play Store. Just be sure to use the link down below in the description to get a discount on transaction fees when using local Bitcoins. So let's go over the site real quick. And again, you can always check out the site using the link down below should you need more information about local Bitcoins. All right, so buy and sell Bitcoin everywhere near you or around the globe. Trade Bitcoins person to person in an easy, fast, and secure way. Now, this website also offers a escrow service, so it makes transacting nice, safe, and secure. So there's that. Buy Bitcoins online in Spain. It thinks I'm in Spain because I have my VPN set to Spain, but I'm not really in Spain. And it will, yeah, it has it set to the United States. Quick buy. So let's search. See what we got available in the United States. We got PayPal, we got cash deposits, Bank of America, and you can see the amount of transactions that the seller has done. They've had 4 positive transactions, 3. This one has 19. This guy has had 100 plus positive transactions. Well, almost 100% positive, 98% positive out of 100 plus transactions. Can't please everybody, so I wouldn't really knock that against him. But this guy right here, he apparently has pleased everybody. He's got 3,000 plus transactions with 100% rating, I guess. Transfers with specific bank, only Zelle, and I guess they only use Zelle. And they're selling it right now at $50,950 per BTC. And their order quantity is anywhere from $150 US to $800 US worth of Bitcoin that you can buy from this particular seller right here. So you can scroll through the list, but yeah, just click the sign up for free button, fill out the information, email, password again, and then you're gonna sign up. And the sign up information is pretty easy. They don't really ask for a whole lot to sign up, but the problem is when you go to withdraw, they do ask you for your phone number, your name, your email address, and of course they're not going to verify any of this information, but I don't know what the reason is that they are collecting this information from you. You don't have to give them the correct information because, you know, again, there's no KYC, and I'm not suggesting you do anything fraudulent, but they're not asking for ID verification. So, I mean, If you wish to stay anonymous, this is an option. And yeah, so be sure to check it out. All right, so step 5. So now that you've acquired some crypto, be it Bitcoin, Litecoin, Ethereum, or Dash, you should transfer that crypto into your personal crypto wallet, such as an Exodus wallet. Link will be down below in the description. Down there. I forgot to mention, or maybe I did mention, I don't know if I mentioned it yet. But if your goal is to buy a cryptocurrency other than Bitcoin, Litecoin, Ethereum, or Dash, it is probably in your best interest to purchase either Litecoin or Dash from local cryptos instead of Ethereum or Bitcoin. And the reason for this is because sending Litecoin or Dash is relatively fast, it's very cheap, and it's available on every exchange. And the same thing cannot be said about Bitcoin or Ethereum. So to save time and money, use Litecoin or Dash to get your cryptos over to an exchange, which is what the next step is about. So let's say your main goal is to purchase some THETA or Digibyte. Well, you can't exactly go straight to local cryptos to make that purchase. But what you can do is turn your VPN on first and foremost, set your VPN server location to Spain or Germany, then and only then go to Binance.com using a browser that either all the data has been cleared, such as the cache, the cookies, etc., or a browser that has never used Binance.com before. Maybe Chrome is your main browser, so you may want to download Firefox, Brave, or start using the newest version of Microsoft Edge, which is a Chrome-based browser. After you've arrived at Binance.com, you will need to sign up for a new account using a new email address that you have never used on Binance.com before, and make sure you are on Binance.com and not Binance.us. They do not carry the same cryptocurrencies. If you are in need of a new email address, it is recommended that you go to protonmail.com to get an email address with a provider that does not spy on you the same way that these guys do. I don't remember the sign up process exactly step by step, but I do have a fantastic tutorial with all the details right here. Link is down below in the description. Be sure to watch that video because there are some very helpful tips in that video to help you keep from logging into your Binance.com account without turning your VPN on first, because that would be a mistake. You would pretty much be destroying that account if you did that. So VPN, then log on. And if you watch that video, you can see all of the tips for keeping your Binance.com account that you just created safe. So the first step for this process would be to sign up for Binance.com on this page here. Oops. Clicking the register button. Okay. So after you've signed up for Binance.com, you can and you should enable the two-factor authentication. So after you've signed up for Binance.com, you can and you should enable the two-factor authentication using the Google Authenticator app. And don't worry, Binance will not know what email address you're using with your Google Authenticator app. So you can use whatever email address you want to get the authenticator set up. After that, you should be all set to start trading and be able to withdraw up to 2 Bitcoins worth of cryptocurrency each day. So simply put, at today's Bitcoin price, you should be able to withdraw about $100,000 worth of any crypto you want every 24 hours a day. So now that you've signed up for Binance.com, you can go ahead on over to Mandela Exchange. Link is down below in the description. This link, you can use that link right there if you want to just type it in manually. But be sure to use that link, because if you don't use that link, you won't get access to the discounts that are available by using my link. It's right there, that one. And it's down below in the description. You can simply click on the link down below in the description to make it a little easier on yourself. All right, so go on and head on over to the Mandela Exchange. Am I saying it wrong? Yeah, I am saying it wrong. Mandala, it's Mandala. Mandala.exchange. Link is down below. The Mandala Exchange is powered by Binance Cloud and also requires that you not be a US citizen. However, I have been assured that the Mandala Exchange is more forgiving than Binance.com, and this exchange also has a very good amount of cryptos available as well. The same sign-up process applies for Mandala as with Binance. Be sure to watch this video right here for full in-depth details on how to sign up and keep your account safe and active without making any mistakes by logging in without your VPN on. Link is down below in the description for that video. You should definitely check that video out so you don't mess up your new accounts that you just created with Binance and Mandala. So step 6, and this is the final step. You will need a place to store your cryptocurrencies after you have purchased them using steps 1 through 5 of this tutorial. My personal favorite, and if you have been watching this channel for any amount of time, you will know that I like the Exodus wallet found at exodus.io or exodus.com. Exodus wallet is free, there is no KYC required, and it is available on every device, even Linux. If by chance the Exodus wallet does not support the cryptocurrency that you wish to pull off the exchange, you can do a Google search for your particular crypto and just add the word wallet to the end of the search term like this. That would be an example right there. Then download and install that wallet. Then download and install that wallet. Back it up as it will most likely suggest that you do, and you should be all set to transfer your cryptos into that wallet. But Exodus wallet does have a pretty large selection of cryptocurrencies that are available for storage on that wallet. So I highly suggest that you download the Exodus wallet. Even if it doesn't apply to what you're doing right now, you can still use it for other cryptocurrencies, and you can use it on your cell phone, you can use it on a computer. KYC is not required for Exodus wallet. KYC is not required. You can simply download it. You can use the app. You don't need to use a VPN. I suggest that you do use a VPN when you log into your Exodus wallet, because a VPN will encrypt your data. It will encrypt all of the data going in and out of your computer, as we described earlier in this video. So put it on your phone, put it on your computer, and make sure you're logged in whenever you log into your Exodus wallet, so that there's no leaks of any information, of any type of information from your cell phone or your computer getting into the wrong hands, like your internet service provider or some hackers that's sniffing around your Wi-Fi network. So there is that. So that concludes this tutorial. Hopefully you found this information helpful, and if you did, please help support my efforts by sharing this video, hitting the like button, and subscribing. Be sure to ignore the people in the comments that are pretending to be me. They're not me. I will never offer my phone number down below or my WhatsApp info in the comment section. So if you do see such comments, you can be assured that they are scammers, and it would be appreciated if you reported these comments. As always, thanks for watching and have a wonderful day. I'm out, man. Peace.